Well, welcome back to another short video. This time I'm going to make another really useful but yet very simple tool, and that's the pyramid tool. This is a tool that we use to do layout marks, decorative marks, set up for burning lines, and believe it or not, rolling beads, small and medium-sized beads, almost always without a catch. So to do these, I'm just going to start off with a piece of 3/8 bar stock. It doesn't even have to be hardened. Any will do. And I'm going to grind it into this pyramid-shaped point and put a handle on it. Well, we know how to make handles, so I'm not going to focus on that. Simply making and demonstrating to you some of the cuts we can do with a diamond point or 3/8 pyramid tool. Let me show you how it's done. Before I can start that, I need to have some way to be able to align 3 equal points. So I made a plastic equilateral triangle with a 3/8 hole through the center, through which I can stick my stock. And I have a set screw on the end, which when I measure off the length I need, I can then lock down with an Allen wrench. I have one for 1/2-inch size as well as the 3/8. The projection through the device is what controls the length of the sides. So when I lay it on the platform and start to grind, the longer it's projected through the plastic block, the longer the edges of the diamond point will be. So in grinding, what I do, I try to make the same number of strokes on each of the 3 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. If you have a standard grinder, not like my belt I just showed you, the platform for the one-way system or anybody else's platform will work just fine. I hold the back edge of the plastic against the back edge of the platform, gives me constant positioning against the wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rotate, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I always do the same number of strokes to keep those sides equal. And I want to not let it get too hot. So every now and then I'm going to dip it into the water to not let it overheat. I examine the end of the tip. I'm looking to see the 3 faces are coming together into a single point. And as I get closer to it, I'll stop and examine it more frequently. Take less strokes, lighter strokes, so I approach the point and get it exactly where I want. So once I get the point found and I'm happy with it, I'll just hold it for a couple of seconds on each of the 3 faces to create a nice smooth looking surface. At this point, I pretty much have it done. That's all there is to making this. So now I need to put it into a handle. And as I said before, we're not making handles, so I've already created a handle with a 3/8 hole in it. I've got a block of wood with a hole in the center. I set the tip down into it and really just drive the handle onto the blade. Could put some glue in there if it's a loose fit, but for me, that worked out just fine. How's it work? Let me show you some of the cuts. First of all, symmetrical grooves. Easily done because the sides are symmetrical. If you're going to use this as a burning wire guide, terrific. You need that groove in order for the wire to stay where it needs to be. So we can do decorative grooves, especially when I can get the wire in the groove. One of the other things we do with it is make beads. So let me show you 2 or 3 different size beads. Here's one, very small. Point goes in, establishes the side of it, and I rotate the handle around horizontally so that the edge then creates the bead. I can also start from one side, go to the center, pick up the other side, and come back. There's two different ways to do it. We're basically scraping the surface of that. A little larger, I just go deeper. The marks are a little farther apart. Now, I'm not making much of a cut here because the edge is not engaging the wood, so I turn the tool slightly so that I can engage the wood and make that cut. Shaping all the way around to get the bead. It's not perfect. I can easily go back in here and fix any little problems. That's the tool. That's how we use it. Well, I hope that was interesting. I showed you how to grind a point and shape the tool. And to keep it sharp, it's simply laying the flat of each of the faces against your sharpening wheel and holding it there for a few seconds before rotating to the next face and doing it again. Beads, burning lines, useful decorative techniques in many of your decorative projects. Hope you enjoyed this. Keep watching, keep subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video.